You know that moment when you walk into your own salon on a Saturday and you can literally feel the chaos in the air? Music's a little too loud, someone's mixing acrylic in the back, front desk is on the phone, and then two techs realize they've both prepped for the same client. One has the gel colors laid out, the other already has the pedicure chair filling. And to make it extra fun, the room that client was supposed to be in double booked. Someone else's client is already sitting there scrolling their phone, wondering what on earth is going on.
From the client side, that moment is wild. You're standing there with one hand in a color wheel and the other hand holding your purse, and you're like, wait, am I in trouble? Did I book wrong? Even if everyone is super sweet about it, you instantly feel like extra work.
Exactly. Nobody woke up that morning wanting chaos. Your team is talented, they care, but when you've got multiple nail pros sharing one space, booth renters, part-timers, full-timers, maybe a cousin helping at the desk, tiny miscommunications can snowball into those stressed out, who's on first kind of moments. Here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, that mess could have been avoided with one simple Team Tech Playbook. Not 50 apps, not a 30-page policy binder that no one reads, just a clear, shared way your team books, communicates, and keeps track of what really matters for your clients.
I love this already, because as a client, all I want is to feel like the whole team is on the same page about me, without making it feel like some corporate, stiff situation.
Tech meets touch. That's the sweet spot. Today on Forever Sound Waves, we're building your Team Tech Playbook. Simple systems to keep every nail pro in sync without killing creativity. So if you're tired of, wait, who booked this? Let's dive in. All right, segment 1. Why do teams actually drift? Because nobody wakes up and says, let me sabotage the schedule today. But over time, little differences pile up. One tech keeps everything in her paper planner. Color-coded, gorgeous, but only she can see it. Another tech lives in her own booking app that the front desk doesn't even have access to. Someone else loves voice notes and just DMs clients on Instagram to move appointments. And the owner is staring at the main calendar like, why does this look empty when I know we're fully booked?
From the chair, what that looks like is simple. I get different answers from different people. One person says, just DM me to book. The next says, call the front desk only. Someone else tells me, just walk in, we'll squeeze you. And I'm thinking, okay, which is it? Because I don't want to be the problem client who did it wrong.
Right. And then you've got note styles. One person types novels in the client notes. Loves almond shape, hates being rushed, allergic to lavender oil, bring out rose gold foils if it's her birthday month. Another person writes, no joke, just nails. That's it. So when that client comes back, the experience depends totally on who they see, not on your brand standards.
My favorite experience, truly favorite, was when I sat down with a new tech at the same spa, and she already knew. You like to keep your nails short because you type a lot, and you don't love heavy cuticle cutting. That felt wonderful. I could tell they had some kind of shared brain going on.
That shared brain feeling is why systems matter. When habits, apps, and note styles are all different, your team slowly drifts into chaos, and your clients feel that drift as mixed messages and inconsistent experiences. Not because anyone is bad, but because there's no agreed playbook. So let's fix that. Segment 2, choosing your source of truth. This is the heart of your Team Tech Playbook. Your source of truth is one shared home for your schedule and key client info, not 10 apps, one. This might be your booking software, a shared Google Calendar with detailed descriptions, or a simple salon management system. The rule is, if it's not in this place, it doesn't exist.
And clients can feel when you have that one home. When I call or DM and whoever answers can see the same info, I instantly trust that you're organized. It's like, oh, these people talk to each other. Cool.
Now, I'm not saying your team can't use extra tools privately. If someone loves a personal planner or a second app to track their goals, that's fine. But your business decisions should be based on the shared system. That's where the official booking lives. That's where client notes live. That's the only place you look when you answer, "Can we fit her in on Thursday?" Quick tip, pick a system that everyone can actually access. If your front desk, your booth renters, and your part-timers can't log in easily from their phone, it's not your source of truth. It's just your pet app.
Real talk, too. If you make it easy for your team to use, they're more likely to stick to it. If it takes 50 taps just to move my appointment 10 minutes, they're going to go back to DMs and sticky notes.
Exactly. So once you've got your source of truth picked, we move into segment 3, the core of your playbook, your non-negotiables. This is where owners often go overboard and try to write a whole corporate manual. Don't do that. Start with a one-page playbook. 1 page. 4 buckets. How we enter notes, how we mark holds and cancellations, how we handle late clients, and how we track VIP details. First bucket. Notes. Decide on a simple structure. For example, every client has 3 things in their profile: preferences, sensitivities, and timing. So a note might look like preferences, short almond, neutral colors. Sensitivities, no lavender, ticklish feet. Timing, needs out in 60 minutes, usually runs on time.
As a client, if you remember that I have a lunch meeting and you say, "We'll make sure you're out on time," I feel so seen. That tiny sentence makes me think, this is my place. They get me.
Second bucket, holds and cancellations. Nail it every time by agreeing on how you mark things. For example, yellow equals client requested, not confirmed yet. Red equals canceled or no-show, and green equals fully confirmed. Or you use tags like hold, late, and rescheduled in the title. The specifics don't matter as much as everyone using the same language. Third, late clients. This is where emotions flare if you don't have a plan. Decide, as a team, what happens at 5, 10, and 15 minutes late. Maybe at 5 minutes, you text a standard message. At 10, you shorten art time. At 15, service may need to be rescheduled or modified. Put that in your playbook so no one is guessing or making random exceptions.
From my side, clarity is kindness. If I know your late policy ahead of time and everyone follows it the same way, it actually feels less personal, not more. I'm like, okay, that's their system, instead of, why is this tech mad when the other one wasn't?
Fourth bucket, VIP details. These are the little things that make clients obsessed with coming back. Who loves a birthday glitter upgrade? Who always brings a friend for pedicures? Who tipped your team big during the holidays and deserves a little surprise in July? Decide as a team how you tag or flag those clients. And remember, VIP doesn't just mean who spends the most. It's also who refers, who tags you on social, who's been loyal for 5 years. Your playbook might say, any client with 3 or more referrals gets a VIP tag and a little extra love.
That extra love doesn't have to be huge either. Even a, "Hey, we saw you referred 3 people. Thank you so much," with a tiny add-on, that's the story I tell my friends later.
All right, segment 4, light tech for real-time alignment. This is where a lot of salons either go too heavy, 10 tools, 12 logins, or they avoid tech completely and try to do everything with sticky notes and vibes. You don't need a full-blown corporate intranet. You just need a few simple tools used consistently. For most teams, that looks like one group chat, one place for pinned updates, and one shared folder of templates. Group chat first. This might be WhatsApp, iMessage, Slack, whatever your team actually uses. The rule, this is for real-time, work-related updates only. Running late, last-minute cancellation, hey, does anyone have extra nude builder gel? It lives here, not sprinkled across 6 different DMs.
As a client, if I get a text that says, "We're running 10 minutes behind, grab a coffee on us," I assume there was some kind of behind-the-scenes coordination, group chat magic. It feels respectful of my time, instead of me just sitting there wondering what's happening.
Next, pinned updates. Your group chat should have 1 or 2 pinned messages. Current promo details, the latest cancellation policy wording, maybe a quick script for how to explain a price increase. If it's important enough to say more than once, pin it. That way, new hires aren't scrolling back 6 months to find the last time you explained your no-show fee. Then, a shared folder, Google Drive, Dropbox, whatever, that holds your templates. Things like promo caption templates, standard late text messages, onboarding checklist, your one-page Team Tech Playbook. When everyone pulls from the same folder, your brand voice stays aligned, even if each tech adds their own personality.
I noticed this especially on social. When the whole team is talking about a promo in the same basic way, same price, same dates, same vibe, I'm not confused. I'm not DMing, wait, is that at this location too? It just feels solid.
Now, segment 5, respecting independence. This one's big, especially if you have independent contractors or booth renters. The goal is not to turn them into identical robots. The goal is to protect your brand standards and your client experience while giving them freedom to be themselves. So draw a clear line between systems and style. Systems are non-negotiable. We all use the same booking source of truth. We all follow the same late policy. We all document allergies and key preferences the same way. Style is where they shine. Their nail art approach, their conversation style, the playlists at their station, the way they decorate their space.
From the chair, I love that mix. I want to know that the basics are always handled. Clean tools, on-time appointments, no surprise price jumps, but I also want different vibes with different techs. One might be my quiet self-care day. Another is my tell me all the tea day. Same spa, same standards, different flavor.
If you're an owner, how do you roll this out without feeling like a dictator? Start with collaboration. Bring your team together and say, we're creating a one-page Team Tech Playbook that makes all of our lives easier. What are the top 3 things that always create chaos? Let's solve those first. Then, test it small. Maybe for 2 weeks, you all agree to use the same note format and the same way of marking holds. At the end of 2 weeks, ask, what felt smoother? What felt annoying? Adjust together. This builds buy-in because it's not just your rule, it's your shared system.
And honestly, when I see a spa that clearly has their stuff together, I assume the techs are treated like professionals, not just bodies in chairs. That makes me more loyal too. Happy, respected pros create better experiences.
All right, let's land this. Quick recap of your Team Tech Playbook so you can start building it this week. First, teams drift when everyone uses different habits, apps, and note styles. It's not sabotage, it's just unintentional chaos that clients feel as confusion and inconsistency. Second, choose one source of truth for your schedule and client info. If it's not in that system, it doesn't exist. Extra tools are fine as personal backups, but business decisions live in the shared home. Third, build your one-page playbook around 4 buckets: how you enter notes, how you mark holds and cancellations, how you handle late clients, and how you track VIP details. Simple, clear, and actually usable. Fourth, use light tech to stay aligned in real time. One group chat for urgent updates, pinned messages for important info, and a shared folder for templates in your playbook. Less clutter, more clarity. And finally, respect independence. Systems protect your brand and your clients. Style is where each nail pro brings their magic. Align on the basics, then let them be fully themselves in the chair. Your one action step for this week: draft that one-page Team Tech Playbook. Literally 1 page. At the top, write, "Our source of truth is," and fill in the system you're committing to. Then list your 4 buckets with 1 or 2 bullet points each. Share it with your team, get their input, and test it for 2 weeks.
And when you do, your clients will feel it. Fewer awkward scheduling moments, fewer mixed messages, more of that shared brain magic. That's when we start saying, this is my spot. These are my people.
If today's episode sparked ideas for your team systems, make sure you subscribe to Forever Soundwaves so you don't miss the next deep dive into beauty, business, and beyond. We're here every day helping you blend tech and creativity so your salon runs smoother and feels better for everyone. Let's dive in and make your business shine. Stay curious, stay creative. Until next time, keep your nails and business thriving.